Hi guys, so this is our first video for Trusty Blades, and I wanted to start doing blade reviews because I like to watch a lot of them. I use knives all the time, I like to collect them, and I just wanted to share my thoughts on knives and my opinions and whatnot with other YouTubers. So this is kind of the kickoff to our first video, but this video is going to be about the Cold Steel Prolite. The one that I got is the Tonto version, which you'll see in just a second. But I picked this up for about $30 on eBay, and I really like it. I really have been buying a couple Cold Steel knives lately, as I trust them a lot, especially with the triad locking mechanism. Um, I haven't seen a video for this one yet on exactly how much pressure it can take on the lock, but I know that with like the Voyager and the Spartan and those versions that are kind of more well known, they do have, up and around like 350 pounds that can be put on the lock and the blade, and it really won't break. So when I got this knife, it pretty much came completely sharp out of the box. It's really nice. I'm really digging it so far. There's like zero blade play on it, excuse me. And so far I'm really digging it. The only thing that I don't really love about it is probably just the thumb stud, because if you can see that, the right hand thumb stud is a lot bigger than the left one if you're looking at it from this angle. But it is ambidextrous, because if you look close enough, I don't know if you can see that or not really, but there is a little divot in there, oh there you go, that you can unscrew and then change it. So you can, put it in your left pocket if you're left-handed. You can change the pocket clip, put it on here. So it is an ambidextrous knife technically, but it's a little bit more work than, say, just changing the pocket clip, because you also have to change the thumb stud as well. The lockup on it is really great. It is a little hard to really like push and undo that lock so you can put your blade away. Other than that, it's been great, but I guess I would say it is a bit tough to open. You definitely have to flick it. If I put all my pressure and try to unlock it, it's not really happening. It's not going all the way, just because this lock is so darn tight. But if you, oh man, that lock again. If you flick it, it will come out, and you can pretty much just practice at it and get good at it. Now, this knife, compared to some other knives I have, this is a Benchmade Griptilian, just a normal one, nothing fancy, no Tonto point, no serrations, etc. But this is just really smooth to open. I can just flick it, and boom, it's open. And the lock is like very easy. As you can see, if I put the lock back, the blade just falls down. It's just super smooth. I love it. This is a great knife, but I really want to look for a knife that I can rely on, and that I can do things that maybe you shouldn't do with a knife, but I want to be able to rely on that. So that was kind of the reason that I got this, was because I really trust the lock, and I also really trust the knife itself, because the Tonto point does have a little bit of more prying power. If you were to stick it in something and try to unpry something, whatever. Anyway, to get more into the specs of the knife itself, the steel that it is made with is not one that I'm very familiar with, but it's, if that focuses in there, it is 4116 German steel. So kind of interesting, but I haven't necessarily heard any bad things about it. The grind on it, it looks like is a stonewash, and it's nice. It's not gonna get scratched up very easily, so it's pretty cool. I picked mine up for about $30 on eBay, just because I'm a cheap sucker, but the MSRP on it, or retail, is $49.99 on coldsteel.com, I believe. It weighs about 3.2 ounces, and the thickness of the blade is 3 millimeters. So not bad, and it definitely just feels solid in your hand. You know, like you know that you can rely on it and that it's going to get the job done no matter what. And I would definitely pick one up if you're looking for a really reliable, cheap knife. Yeah, and I mean, I've been EDCing this for probably 5 days since I got it, and I really like it. It's very nice. It's very light. It only weighs like 3 ounces or so. And the blade length itself is 3.5 inches, which is definitely not bad. It's definitely not too small, but I kind of prefer to have a bigger blade, so I actually just ordered a large Cold Steel Voyager myself, which I'm still waiting on, and that'll probably be my next review. But the handle itself is made out of nylon reinforced fiberglass, and the handle is 4.5 inches in length. And so overall it's 8 inches. But I definitely recommend picking one up, and let me know what you think of this review and of my video, as this is my first video, and any tips or pointers would be greatly appreciated. And I hope this helped.